Hi, this is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service, and today we're going to talk about the 8 things you can check easily to see why your weed eater, your line trimmer is not running. And before you take it into the dealer and spend all that money, you can check these things first. Okay, so today we have a FS91 line trimmer here, and it's pretty much the same stuff to check on any line trimmer or weed eater. So I'll just show you the basic things. If it's not running at all, or if it's running sluggish, or if it won't idle up or speed up or whatever, these are the things that we found over the years, the easiest thing to check. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to check is this air filter and make sure that it didn't get wet, or make sure it's not dirty. You just put the tool Stihl gave you in there. It's a star tool. Crank those out. That comes right off, okay? Here's your air filter. All right, if this is really dirty or got bugs in it or just black, or if it's been wet because this thing was sitting out in the rain, especially if it's been wet and soggy, this thing will not run. Air filter's got to be completely dry and fairly clean. Now this is not brand new, it's been ran a little bit, so there is some dirt in there, but that's not enough to have a run problem. So that's the first thing I would check, and then put that cover back on. Okay, so check your air filter, then you're going to go to your spark plug. Got your Stihl star tool here, goes right in that head, spin that off, and that's how you're going to get in there to your spark plug. Cover comes off, you're going to have a little cover on your plug there. Sometimes I'll just give a little pry like this, or you can just pop it off. Okay, then you're going to put your Stihl tool in there, and you're going to pop that plug out of there. It's not in there too hard, and you don't want to put it in there too hard. Just crack it and spin it out like this. You don't want a bunch of junk on the end of your electrode, and you want to make sure your electrode is plenty long. Okay, so there you go. And this isn't too bad. So we're going to go ahead and put that back in there. But if this is wet, if this is covered in water and wet, then you got to dry it off. So blow it off and dry it off with a rag, but get it as dry as you can, because it can't be soaked with water that came in through your piston, through your air filter, or through the rain or whatever. Okay, but that's very easy to put on and off. Don't have to over crank it. And put this back on and put your cover on. And these spark plugs are very inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon or down to your Stihl or John dealer. But I'll just tell you what the part number is on that. Now this one is a ZKH10, but I have other plugs that'll work just as good. And this plug is made by Stihl, and I'll give you another one that'll work the same. Okay, the other thing it'll take it's an NGK CMR 5H or the NGK CMR 6H, which runs just a little bit hotter. But either of those you can keep on hand. You can get them on Amazon. The other thing is this primer bulb. If your fingernail's been hitting that, you're going to eventually split it. So when it's good split and it won't hold a prime for fuel, that's got to be replaced. It's very easy. It's a couple bucks on Amazon. Just pull off this orange housing, and this goes on with 4 little Phillips screws. You just pull those out, put a new one of these in, put the 4 little Phillips back, put your housing back on, and you're all set. So if this has got a crack in it, leaking fuel, whatever, it's not going to prime. That's how you replace that primer bulb. Now the next thing to check is this spark arrestor. It's located in your muffler area. If this spark arrestor gets clogged up, this thing will run, but when you throttle up, it won't throttle up all the way. It'll throttle up by halfway. And so if it's doing that, it's probably this spark arrestor. Just get yourself a flat screwdriver, put it through the hole here, and you're just going to crank until that thing comes out of there. Okay, so I got the screw out. Just put your other fingers under there or grab it when it's coming out so it doesn't fall down in there. But it's just a little black screw that's going to hold that in. And once you get that screw out of there, you just pull this little screen out. There you go. You should be able to see clearly through that screen. Okay, I'm going to put it on a white table. You should be able to see through that, or maybe I'll hold it up to the sky. There should be a nice round clear hole right there. If that's all covered up with carbon and gunk, you can either replace it with a new one, which is a couple bucks, or you can, I've seen people use a steel brush, just scrape it off both sides, or you could use a little blowtorch if you wanted to, and you could heat that up and burn all that stuff off there. But these are a couple bucks, so you should just have one of these on hand, because if this gets clogged up, this weed eater will start and it'll run, but it'll only run like half speed and it'll drive you crazy. This is probably your problem. Okay, that's all your easy stuff you check first. It's a couple bucks. There's no downside replacing your plug, replacing your air filter. There's no downside replacing this. I mean, all that stuff together is probably $12. So, and it's maintenance stuff anyway. But if that's not it, usually it's the carburetor. We've replaced many carburetors on there. I wouldn't try rebuilding it and fiddling around and all that. Carburetors run anywhere from 35 to 60 bucks. And so you just pull the carburetor out, and I've got a separate video on how to do that. Just look on my playlist. Pull the carburetor out, put a new one in. It just bolts in and out. It's not a big deal at all. And that'll usually solve all of your problems 90% of the time. And I'll show you what to check for the other 10%. Okay, next thing you can do is check to see, make sure the coil's giving the plug spark. This is a coil tester. It's like $8 on Amazon. Very inexpensive. And all you do is plug one in. You can use this on your lawnmower or anything else. Just plug it in on the spark plug in, okay? And then plug in the other end to this cap. Okay, so once you put one end in your spark plug, the other end in your little plug boot there, and this has a light in it. And when I go cranking it over, you should have a light lighting up if that coil's working. Of course, if it wasn't running, it's not going to run. But you just keep pulling that cord, that light should flash in there as you're pulling that cord. It doesn't have to be running. Okay, now the other thing is you might want to check inside the fuel tank for this. There's a suction tube with a filter on it, and make sure that's clear, or go ahead and replace that. Okay, now if you've done all that, you've replaced the gas, you've replaced this filter in here, you replaced the plug, the air filter, the spark arrestor has been cleaned or you replaced it. If you've done all that and your coil's good, then the only last thing to do would be a compression check on that. And if a compression check fails, then you're pretty much shot. Just save all your parts and use them on a different one. All right, here's your compression gauge. You can probably get this on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something. But you just Google up what your compression should be. So you're just going to take this thing and thread it in your spark plug hole. Okay, so I've got it threaded in the hole, and now I'm just going to pull it, and we're going to see what it builds up to. Okay, so when you're pulling that cord, you got to hold that throttle open. Okay, that's something I didn't tell you. Hold that open and just keep pulling this until you get up to where you should be. Now, on these, you should be anywhere between 100 and 110 or so. If it's substantially lower than that, then you got a problem. Okay, so Stihl says 110, anywhere between, at a minimum of 100. This one came out about 102 on the gauge, and it runs fine. So, but if it's substantially less, that comes up like 50 or 60, and that's all you can get, then internally the engine's probably shot. So you should just start over. So there you have it. Those are the things you want to check. Hopefully that'll save you a lot of time and money. And if you want, subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a lot more videos coming out. And if you want to like the video, that would be great. This is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service.